Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Definite, and I want to tell you about this cool app I just found out about. It's called Anchor. It's a real cool app, man. I think you guys will really feel it. It's easy, it's fun, it's exciting, uh, it's free. That's the best part, and you can make money off it, and you can do it from the comfort of your own home, and it will help you distribute to different platforms where everybody can hear your podcast. So if you ever dreamed about making a podcast, download the app today, Anchor. Hey, what's going on? It's Straight Talk with your man Definite, yo. We back, man. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been here in a little while. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody doing good. Thank you for tuning in. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do a quick time check. It's 6:48 a.m. It's July 19th, I believe, and the temperature right now is 74. It's gonna be a hot one, man. They talking like 97. It's gonna feel like it's in the triples, man. So if you ain't got to go out there, man, I suggest you stay up in the motherfucking house with the AC on. You heard? And that's straight from your boy Definite, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna always keep it 100. But I thank everybody, man, for tuning in. This podcast is going to be about who killed Tupac Shakur. You know what I'm saying? And we're just going to kick this off, man. You know what I'm saying? Back in 96, I believe it was September 13th, I believe. Or maybe it was September 7th, September 13th. Don't quote me on it. But Tupac was gunned down in a vehicle with Suge Knight in Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Nevada. And, you know what I'm saying? There's been so many years, over 20-something years since the assassination of Tupac Shakur. And people still talking about it, man. And you got so many conspiracy theories, like Suge had him killed because the rumor was that Pac was about to leave death row. You know what I'm saying? He didn't like how shit was going down, reportedly, and you know, he was about to boogie, man. He wanted to take his masters and everything. And they said, you know, Suge couldn't have that, man. You know what I'm saying? At that time, you know what I mean? Suge had lost Dr. Dre, and you know what I'm saying? Snoop wasn't really doing his thing like that, and you know what I'm saying? Tupac was Suge's biggest act and money maker at that time, so he couldn't lose him. So instead of letting Pac leave and with his masters, he just had him killed. That's one theory. Then you got the theory of the government had him killed. You know what I'm saying? Because Tupac was so influential. You know what I mean? He was a black leader. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? He was a threat to not society, but to the government. You know what I mean? So, like they do with every strong black leader. You know what I'm saying? They had him killed. That's another theory. And there's so many theories that's, you know what I mean, has been floating around for years, man. Another theory is that, you know what I mean, the guy that Tupac and Suge and, you know what I mean, the entourage had a bum rush that night at the casino, the Mike Tyson fight, Orlando Anderson, you know what I'm saying, who was a well-known hitter for the South Side Crips. You know what I'm saying? They said my man was thorough. He wasn't no punk. You know what I mean? You know, and after Tupac and them beat him up, you know what I'm saying, that my man went and got his uncle, Keefe D, who is another Southside Crip. In fact, he's like one of the big homies. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Him, you know what I mean, Keefe D, Orlando, and two other brothers. They got in this white Cadillac, and you know what I'm saying. They went and looked for Pac. That's pretty much. I believe that's. And I always thought about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, damn, my man was a Crip. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way in the world he gonna let that go down like that. You know what I mean? He couldn't go back to the hood after that. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfucking rapper, not even another gang member. You know what I'm saying? With a rapper. You know what I mean? Took off on you. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way he could have went back to the hood. You know what I'm saying? On that. So I definitely believe that he was the one. And Keffe D, his uncle. Well, first of all, I don't know if you, for those who don't follow, that didn't follow this story. Orlando Anderson, 2 years later, after Tupac was killed in '98, he himself was gunned down. He was going to try to strong arm some other gang member, and from the Corner Pockets. That's another gang in fucking Compton. Over a drug deal, and the guy was supposedly owed Orlando some money. So him and his other boy, they had been drinking all night because Orlando's grandmother had just died, and so him and his boy was drinking all night. So they was about to go get something to eat. They was out and about, and they was about to get something to eat, and they saw two of the Corner Pockets, you know what I mean, gang members, and then one guy owed Orlando money, so he went to go jam him up about his money, and one thing led to another, and my man shot and killed Orlando. So he's gone now. You know what I mean? He died in '98. But anyway, Keffe D, his uncle, just recently, well, not recently, but, well, it's recent, but, I mean, maybe a year or two ago, Keffe D got caught in an FBI sting, you know what I mean, selling PCP. Somebody ratted him out, you know how that go, and the FBI, you know what I'm saying, set him up. And, they was watching him for months, you know what I'm saying. They had informants and everything. And they got enough, they built their case. They got so much information, you know what I mean, against him and his family too. His family is also, some people in his family was also selling drugs too. I guess working with him, because for what I understand, he had a big time PCP drug ring, over $1 million. So, you know what I mean, wasn't no small time thing. It was big time. So anyway, the FBI built their case and all that, and you know what I mean, when they had enough information, they went to him. And with Keffe D's record, and all the drugs that was confiscated, he would have, convicted, he would have did life in prison. Plus, they was going to convict some of his family members. So they said, listen, give us some information on what happened with the assassination of Tupac. Because, like I said, Orlando and Keffe D and them was always men of interest in that case. They just, the government, not the government, but, the law enforcement, they just didn't have, enough, they didn't have any proof, you know what I mean? So they couldn't arrest them, you know what I mean? But it was, well known in the Compton community that Orlando, when he was alive, was bragging about killing Tupac. Everybody in Compton knew Orlando was the shooter, but nobody would talk because, Orlando wasn't no joke. He'd kill your ass, you know what I'm saying? He was a gangster, and his uncle Keffe D is a gangster. But after, you know what I mean, they the FBI, you know what I mean, they went to Keffe D